What is going on, guys? It's Matt, and I'm bringing you my first video recorded on the A7 II, and honestly, I've been really loving this camera so far. I've had about a week or so with it, just under a week, and I've been taking lots of photos, and it's just a lot of fun. I have that 50mm 1.8, and this is the 28 to 70 3.5 to 5.6. One of the things that I'm really loving about this camera is it takes amazing photos, and the autofocus is actually pretty good, and so is the low light performance. Something I wanted to talk about today is working with what you have. So obviously there's a lot of things that I bought in order to make this whole YouTube setup work, but one of the things that I wanted to point out is that I didn't buy everything that I would have loved. Of course, I'd love more expensive lenses, and of course I'd love a brand new body and a better mic, but I forwent that, and instead I went with an older camera, which is the Sony A7 II, where they're up to the A7 IV in 2019 already. And I didn't go with the most expensive mic that they had. I went with a Rode Video Micro, which is a smaller microphone and obviously a lot cheaper. Another thing, tripods. This is a tripod that you're on right now. That is basically your cheapy $15 tripod that I had at home for, I think I got it with a telescope, to be honest, like 10 years ago. But I had it at home, and now it's being used as part of this YouTube setup. My lighting currently, even though it's probably not that great, consists of a bunch of kind of like bulb lights and just some natural light from the window. I could turn on the light behind me to give myself a little bit of hair light, but I'm worried it'll backlight me a little too much, so I'm going to leave it off for this video at least. But I think a big thing is just working with what you have. For the first month and a half, I used my cell phone to record YouTube, and it worked really well. One of the problems I found, though, is that audio levels were super duper low. So I've tried to adjust the audio levels on this camera in order to meet that, but we'll see how it goes. And I also had to invest a little bit more money in getting a bigger graphics card so that I could record in the higher codec. This shoots 1080p as far as I'm aware, but it's not the same 1080p that comes out of there. Obviously I got a full frame sensor in there collecting all this light, whereas this, as you can see, obviously, I don't know if it'll focus, but got a tiny little phone sensor in there, and behind there's a 35mm square that's pulling in all this light, plus this nice big lens, and there's just a nice depth of field to the full frame, which I don't know if you guys will experience too much of right now because there's 3 feet behind me at most. So yeah, I just think that it's really important that no matter what place you're at, you start with what you have, and I think it's something to apply to everything that you do. Whether you're trying to make YouTube videos like I am, or you're going to the gym, or you're going to school, work with what you have and do your best with what you have until you're able to get more. So yeah, that's really all I have for this little short, quick video today. But if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have anything you want to say down below, there's the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I'd really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Peace.